Hi guys. Mm, got me coffee. I need to warm that up a bit. So I'm just giving a few minutes for you guys to come on. I'm just going to quickly warm that coffee up, and then we're going to have a little chat. Hi, Michael. Right, I'll just be a second. Put some coffee in my tea. Okay, we're back with the coffee. Let's get the coffee here. So we're going to carry on. Yeah, we're going to carry on the Scientology thing and the Lisa Marie Day. We're going to have a bit of a Lisa Marie Day. So let's have a look who we've got on. So it's 12:10 p.m. in the UK. So we have Michael, we have Lessa, good morning from Georgia, 7:10 a.m. We've got Jane and Michael, it's 7:09 a.m. Jane, it's 12 p.m. And Susan McCoy, it's 6:10. So we, in case any of you weren't watching this morning, we were doing a bit of Lisa Marie Presley. There was a bit of an interview with her with Oprah. We were chatting about some of her boyfriend choices, like Nicolas Cage. And we'll talk. We found some like a news document talking about Scientology and why she left Scientology. So we got about a third the way into that. So, but before I jump into that, I have to welcome the new member. So let's go to that. And I wanted to just go through some of your messages as well. So you guys know I want members. It's not about the money, because the money that I get is pennies. It is pennies. I want members. So Shirley Jewelry. Now, I'm pretty sure that Shirley was already a member, so she may have dropped off and come back on. So thank you, Shirley Jewelry. Thank you so much. We're going to hear the kids in the background, unfortunately, but I don't really have much choice there because they're all playing. So I'm going to quickly read the members because I don't do it that often. So it's my brother, Andreas. We've got Tracy Webb, Eileen Hellaby, Stacey Hastart, Philomena, Wicked Felina, Robin Gavid, Kathy Smith, Sue Shannon, Rosalind Finney, Tonna, Cherie, Colleen, Christine Kingston, Carolyn, Lily, Faye, Drew, Linda Cudden, Jean Newbeck, Jane Trinor, Deborah Diggs, Hidden Minds. Obviously, you know he's got a brilliant YouTube channel. Actually, I've been watching his recent videos. They're brilliant. We've got James McCarthy, Diane D. Williams, Elvis Girl, 1977, Kathleen. We've got Elizabeth at Sketches and Threads. Elizabeth, where have you been? We have Jane, Elvis Presley, the Becks, and Tina, and Michael. Hi, Michael. Snowbird, Margaret Taylor, and Dorothy McLaughlin, and Linda, and Elaine, and finally, Shirley Jewelry. Thank you. Please, guys, it's only £1 a month. It's nothing. YouTube take half of it anyway. And I want to get to 100 members so that we can do some different live streams that are members only. 100 members plus me. I'd love that. I'd love that. So just like Elvis said about Scientology, it's all head and no heart. That's interesting. Michael. Hi, Linda. Right. I thought I'll quickly just, before I just start reading to you, because sometimes I find the reading gets a bit boring, I just thought I'd just quickly look at the most recent messages. So I haven't read these. Yeah. So we'll just read them. It looks to me like Snowbird. Is Snowbird on? Snowbird says, I have been to Graceland many times, but if Priscilla is going to be buried there, I don't think I will visit again. In the meditation garden is not public cemetery. The meditation, and I think we'll visit again. I don't think I will visit again. The meditation garden is not a public cemetery. It's for members, and Priscilla is not family. That's for sure. She thinks that she's being buried there and she will achieve immortality that she is craving so desperately. It makes me sick to my stomach just thinking about it. Do you know what? You guys tell me. But isn't there a certain time in the day? Let me just tell the kids. Isn't there a certain time in the day that you're allowed to visit for free? Is that right? 1 hour a day. Is that correct? Let me just... Right, and we are beautiful children. Right, remember, I'm doing. Go into that room, please. Go into this room, because remember. Oh, it's too heavy to go upstairs. Alright, okay, but can you just be a bit quiet? No shouting, please. I can't carry it. Yeah, Mum, just go and get Mum. Of course, we have loads of children invading the house. Right, so, yeah, what, guys, is there a set time in the day where you visit the meditation garden? 7 a.m. Right, that's interesting. Okay, and is it just, Jane, is it just for an hour? Right, next comment. Priscilla own house museum in California for her own fans makes more sense. That's not a bad idea. So you're basically saying Priscilla opens her own museum for the Priscilla fans with all her artifacts, and they can visit her, and the museum should be in California. It's actually a good idea. That would actually solve a lot of problems. Lily, that's Lily that said that. What do you think, guys? Is that a good idea? Priscilla opens her own museum in California. Yeah, so you think it's open for an hour in the morning for free. Okay, and there is a document that says only 6 graves are allowed. We've actually got the document. I remember in 1994, you were allowed to walk up the meditation garden in the morning, but not sure about today. Okay. So hi. So we've got Luann. Luann's in Australia. Hope you're well, Luann. Luann always sends me brilliant messages. Thank you, Luann. All the way from Australia. It's 8:36 p.m. here. I just got off from a video of Inside Elvis Presley's Graceland, a rare UK documentary. UK, and the YouTube channel is called EP Fan Archive. That is a brilliant channel, and they've given us a mention, haven't they? Paul Elvis's items have been sold. All the hard work put into his life and gets sold to a new owner. Then the new owner sells it for cash. It's shocking. Now, we know, guys, there's definitely an issue with GWS auctions, Bridget Cruz. We've had Bridget Cruz on our show talking about the lawsuit. We know that she has filed a lawsuit against Priscilla Presley saying that she's owed compensation because Priscilla has been making money that Bridget Cruz is entitled to a percentage of it. But Priscilla has ghosted her after signing, I think it was 4 contracts. Bridget Cruz is saying she's owed a lot of money, and Priscilla is countersuing for elder abuse and saying that Bridget Cruz owes her $1 million in compensation. So her and her associates, yeah. So the reason I mention that is because Luann has just mentioned the auction items, and it is that question. You definitely did have Joel Weishanker on ABC News talking about the jacket and the jet, saying that there's a possibility that Elvis never flew in the jet, and Joel Weishanker thinks that the jacket that is being mentioned, that Priscilla may have done a letter to authenticate the jacket. Joel Weishanker is saying, well, no, because we've got the original at Graceland's, at Elvis Presley Enterprises. So we know there's issues, and I've also learned from your messages, you guys, that we want Elvis's belongings to be kept at Graceland's. We want Elvis's belongings to be kept at least with Elvis Presley Enterprises. There's a lot of private sellers. We know a lot of private sellers have got these items. We also know these things massively are going up in value, so they're investments. But when it comes right down to it, we want these items at Graceland, where they belong. Elvis's home. There's whole warehouses full of these things. And we are, as Elvis fans, we are protective over these items. We want them all returned. And some of us think there's a possibility that Priscilla has a lot of these items and took them unfairly. Just an opinion. Some of us think that Lisa Marie's items have been taken after she passed away. Yeah. Some of us think, just an opinion, that a lot of these items were taken when Priscilla moved out of the homes when she was living with Elvis. So we are, of course, the dogs are barking, but we are protective over these items. We are. We hold them sacred to our heart. We love Elvis. So we do have an opinion, a strong opinions on these items and how they're being sold and where they're being kept. Are we agreed there, guys? Yes, I think, Michael, because that condition has a grave site of personal property open to the public 1 hour a day. That's Lessa. Hi, Lisa. I'm going to call you Lisa for your husband. Yeah, I haven't visited since that. It's been a while. Okay, Michael. So then we've got California court sided with Priscilla a lot. Yeah, and I've read this, that Priscilla, when she's doing lawsuits, likes to do them in California because she feels that things go her way more often. Is that correct? Right, let's keep going. Let's keep reading a few more of your comments. So Sandra says, those graves are for family. She hated Memphis and she's not family. Take her to California. So we get a lot of quite opinionated comments from Sandra. Thanks, Sandra, for your comments. It's very clear that non-Priscilla fans definitely do not want Priscilla to be buried at Graceland. I keep hearing it over and over again. Many of you think that she preferred California, that she never liked living at Graceland. Is this correct? This is another thing that you guys have said to me again and again. She is the reason why Elvis started buying different homes. Right, let's see if there's any other new comments. Okay, so I'm just going to quickly look at the comments. I've started doing this now. I go on to Defending Elvis Presley, the Facebook page, Defending Elvis Presley, Louis' daily live streams. And I just go into the chat and see if there's any comments. Now, there was a woman that joined the chat called Angela. Angela, if you're watching, is she on? Angela, are you on? Said that she has written 2 books. I think she's Spanish, so her English is very broken. She says she doesn't put them on eBay or Amazon. Right, and I think one of the books is by Raymond A. Moody, and it's called Elvis Afterlife. And there's another book by Rosalind Gerard called Elvis Presley. It's called Elvis Presley. So I did say to her that I put it onto the Defending Elvis Facebook page. So Angela, I hope that's helpful. What else? Let's have a look. Let's go into the chat. No, I think that's it. Let's just check your comments. Lisa Marie sued Priscilla for $3.8 million. So Priscilla sold her mansion and her mum's mansion. So it's a bit broke. Bridget asked, right, okay. So, you know, we've done quite a few videos on Bridget Cruz because she joined our show a few times and she even joined in with the chat. I'm not sure how many of you were on that chat. I think 3 times she joined our chat. The Susan is talking about the sale of the main home that Priscilla sold. Now, as far as we know, actually, no, Lisa Marie sued Priscilla for $3.8 million. I don't think it was as simple as that, Sue. This is what we could read this out, and I'll see if I can find it. I think from what, please someone put me right, yeah, if I'm wrong. But from what I know, Barry Siegel had invested a lot of Lisa Marie's trust fund. Barry Siegel was a manager on behalf of Lisa Marie, and he'd made some bad investments in things like American Idol. I think somehow it came to light, and Lisa Marie found out that money had been squandered from her trust by Barry, and that Priscilla could have been involved. Yeah. Someone even said in the comments that Marco Garibaldi is the reason that Lisa Marie found out, right? And then, so what happened, this is what I've been told, and what I've read, that Lisa Marie sued Barry Siegel. Barry Siegel did try and countersue, but it didn't go anywhere. But from what I can see, Lisa Marie won her lawsuit against Barry Siegel. Priscilla went quiet, and they were arguing behind the scenes. This is my new opinion. They were arguing behind the scenes, so Priscilla, to avoid a lawsuit from her own daughter, sold this house, this 3.8 million, it could have been 3.8 million, to quieten Lisa Marie, to pay back some money to Lisa Marie. Am I anywhere near the truth, guys? And I think Barry Siegel eventually went quiet and went away, dropped off as her manager. And but they are saying up to 100 million was squandered from Lisa Marie's trust fund, and that there was something like $46,000 left out of 100 million. So guys, put me right. That's just a general thing. I don't think Susan, I don't know. Yes, so Susan, I don't think that Lisa Marie has ever sued Priscilla. She may have threatened to, but I don't think it ever happened. It's a difficult one because it was, at the end, it's her mum. So we could bring that up, but that isn't, I want to get on and read the Scientology stuff because this is part 2 of what we did this morning. Let's have a look. Priscilla makes out that she sold it to help Lisa with her debts. Yes, that's what I've read, Linda. That Priscilla has tried to blag it, in our opinion, that she was helping Lisa because Lisa spends too much. This is the impression we were given. Oh, Lisa spends too much. I need to help her. Now, we have gone between the lines, and we've got some documents, and we've got some research that shows that Lisa was very upset with Priscilla, and Priscilla behind the scenes was trying to get money together to pay back Lisa Marie, and that stopped Lisa Marie serving a lawsuit on her own mother. Not fact, just research. Yeah. Okay. So let me just find the Scientology thing. Let's have a look. So what I tend to do, I put all my stuff, all my evidence, I don't know if evidence is the right word, I put it on one file, so that way I can get to it. Right, okay, I've got it there. I just want to look at my pictures to see where we'd got, how far we'd got on it, because I took a picture of where we got to. We had got to, I'm old-fashioned. Right, let's go to that. I'm old-fashioned, right. Quite an interesting article, which is why I wanted to come back to it. Here we go. Right, I'm there. Right, let's just read your comments. Priscilla is shady from my research. Her men, friends, and business are shady. Yes, Jane, the truth came out. Okay, right. So look, I'm no expert. I'm not a financial expert. I'm not an expert on Elvis Presley Enterprises. You know, guys, I personally think that there's no way that Elvis Presley Enterprises should ever have been sold off, ever. I know it was 85% of it, and Riley Keough still retains 15% of it. I also learned that Elvis Presley Enterprises controls Graceland, even though it doesn't own it. We know that Riley Keough and Finley and Harper still have the ownership of Graceland, the museum, and the land around it, and all of the Elvis's belongings that are at Graceland. But I've read that Elvis Presley Enterprises are still controlling it. Yeah. The other thing I've read, this is a bit of a weird one, and I think some of you already know this, that if the Presley bloodline stopped, died, that a certain percentage of Graceland or Elvis Presley Enterprises, or both, will belong to Scientology. Someone said to me it was 40%. Is this true? Is this true if there's no Presley bloodline left, that 40% of Graceland and EPE, or maybe just Graceland, I'm not sure, you tell me, goes to Scientology? Guys, is that true? Because if it is, shocking. And then, come on, we already have quibbles about the fact that Riley Keough agreed to so many of the demands that Priscilla made after Lisa Marie died, don't we? Even that is upsetting for us. So I was watching a recent Elvis channel saying that Lisa sold 85% of EP. Why is it still being said? No, because right. So I'd have to get it back up again. We've done some live streams on this, but 100%, 85% was sold. I think the first buyer was Bill Silliman. Bill, let's have a look. Is it Silliman or Philemon? Let me just see if I can get it up quickly. Bill, the billionaire, Silliman buys Graceland. Let's have a look. Buys Graceland. Let's just see if it comes up. Actually, I might have it in my archivey stuff. Let's have a look. Because we did a story on this not that long ago. The billionaire. Tell me the billionaire's name, guys. The one that bought Gracelands. I think he also had Muhammad Ali's stuff as well. Let's have a look. What was his name? Is it Bill Philemon? Right. So we've got the document here where Joe Weishanker steps in. Let me just go further back, see if we get Bill Philemon. Otherwise, I'll try that one. Do any of you know his name? Quite an interesting character. If I can't find that, I'm going to read the other one. Some of the other one. Oh, what was his name? It's definitely Bill, wasn't it? William. And he had a massive company that was cash rich and was able to step in and buy 85% of Gracelands. And then they had these big expansion plans. Let's have a look. Let's keep going. I know I've got it because I've done at least 2 lives talking about it. Come on, let's find him. I've got such brilliant information here. I love it. No, I don't think we're going to find that one, which is a shame. I'd like to have gone through that with you, but I'm pretty sure it's Bill Silliman or Bill Philemon. You guys are going to put me right. I wonder if it will mention his name when Joel Weishanker bought it. When Joel Weishanker steps in. And, you know, some of you guys do sort of speak well of Joel Weishanker. I know that he had a close friendship. Here we go. Here we are. Got it, guys. Got it. It is Silliman. Yes, Linda. I may as well read some of it. Robert FX Silliman, who founded SFX Entertainment, dies at the age of 71. Right. So we want the bit where he's. Let me show you a picture of him. This man, and he was an Elvis fan, a very, very successful businessman, who proudly boasted that he bought Elvis, which I don't really like the way he put that, but let's see another picture of him. This man is the one who I think first bought Elvis Presley Enterprises. He come up with this massive expansion plan. I got a feeling it was 2005. I'm just going to scroll through. Let's have a look. Let's see if it mentions. I don't think it mentions the year. Let's have a look. It talks about his success. You know, he's obviously very, very successful. It doesn't say. Let's have a look. Let's keep going through, see if it says. No, it doesn't actually say. But now we've got his name. Robert Silliman buys Graceland. Let me put that into Google. Robert Silliman. So I'd like to know. I'm pretty sure it's 2005. Do any of you know this? Robert Silliman buys Graceland. I know it wasn't Graceland, but it was EPE, wasn't it? So let's just see what comes up. Aha! Here we go. The man who bought Elvis. The man who bought Elvis. Let's read a bit of it. Elvis left the building 28 years ago, but as a pop icon, he is still hot. Over 500,000 tourists from all over the world stream into the shrine called Graceland each year. When his record company re-released Elvis singles to promote his latest greatest hits compilation in 2002, 19 of them became top 5 hits in Britain. Right, let's jump forward. As a business, though, Elvis has been stagnating. Revenues at the company that manages his affairs, Elvis Presley Enterprises, have been flat at $40 million for 5 years. A costly restaurant venture in Memphis went bust. Now, that restaurant venture, guys, I watched it on YouTube last night. You've got, if it's the right one, Priscilla and Lisa Marie promoting that restaurant. Maybe I'll get it up. Right, I watched it last night. potentially lucrative assets like Heartbreak Hotel across the street from Graceland, Elvis's 37-year-old daughter. So that gives you a bit of a timeline. And heir Lisa Marie has been unhappy that the business has been going nowhere. We are doing good, but you can't stay the same, she says. You either have to grow or go down. In other words, Elvis is a classic buying opportunity. The underlying fundamentals are sound, but current management has been unable to take business to the next level. Right, let's have a look here. Right, I want to get to the point with Robert Silliman. Right, the man who bought Elvis is Robert FX Silliman, a 57-year-old, same age as me, Wall Street operator with a long history of minting money in the media business. In 1989, he sold a group of radio stations to Westinghouse, who are now called Viacom, for $389 million. 8 years later, he unloaded a bunch of stations to Hicks Muse. Okay, now let's see where he buys, how he manages to acquire Elvis Presley Enterprises. In each case, Silliman assembled a collection of media properties. Okay. Hello, I'm on just, no, not in here, guys. Silliman's latest publicity trade corporate incarnation, CKX. The CK stands for content is king, while the X is reference to one of his middle initials. They are FX, and he won't tell anyone. Right, okay. Besides buying Elvis Presley Enterprises from Lisa Marie Presley last February, Silliman and his lieutenants have purchased the smash hit TV show American Idol. Now, this is, I think, where it all goes wrong. And properties from a company called 19 Entertainment, which was owned by British pop impresario Simon Fuller. Silliman intends to buy more high-profile properties like this. And then he obviously, he's an entrepreneur. He's buying many, many things. But the truth is, he did eventually, I don't know if it will show on here, though the Elvis business isn't that big yet, it gives a window into how Silliman operates. First, understand that Silliman actually owns very little of Elvis's music. Elvis's legendary manager, Colonel Tom Parker, sold the rights to RCA, which now belong to Sony, decades ago. Silliman bought was Elvis Presley Enterprises, a company that gets its $40 million in annual revenue from Graceland tours, on-site retailing and licensing, each contributing a bit less than a third of the total, which the complex balance derived from an apartment complex and the Heartbreak Hotel. To Silliman, Elvis is an underexploited asset, like a poorly managed textile company or a baseball team without a marketing department. The truth is, for all Elvis's transcendent mystique, Elvis Presley Enterprises has never been much of a business. When the king died in 1977, his estate was a mess. Between Elvis's legendary free spending and the fact that he didn't own his songs, the situation was dire. In February 1982, the probate judge told the trustees of the estate that he feared it would go bankrupt because of taxes and legal fees. Says Jack Sodden, a Kansas City money manager brought in to advise the Presley family. We had to do something right away to make money, and that something was to open Graceland for tours. Okay, we know this. Let me just think. So, let's have a look. So this restaurant they did, this Memphis restaurant on Beale Street in 2003, completely flopped, didn't it? It lost a fortune. Let's have a look. We took on more debt and I felt comfortable that she says, but an informed source says Lisa Presley's spending habits were also an issue. She had been running $5 million to $7 million a year amounts that closely matched the annual net income. Silliman, who had extensive exposure to the rock and roll business as a radio executive and concert promoter, realized that owning the rights to the rock act could be a great business, but it had to be bigger to make economic sense. We thought there were only 3 rock groups worth owning. The source of in the Silliman camp: Elvis, the Beatles, and the Stones. Elvis was available. He obviously, right. Lisa says last year that Presley flew to New York to meet Silliman face to face. I liked him, she says. He's obviously smart and he doesn't BS around. And as for Silliman takes on Lisa, I was impressed with how real and grounded she was, recognizing the environment that she was raised in. I thought she was astounding. I also thought she was shrewd and perceptive, and she had a great sense of humor, which she sure does. Right, let's get to the nitty gritty, guys. So here then are the terms of the deal. This is the bit we want to know. The terms of the deal. I'll read your comments in a sec. So we've got here are the terms of the deal. Silliman and Lisa Marie Presley, CKX, paid $114 million for 85% interest in Elvis Presley Enterprises. Lisa retains 15%. Lisa received $50 million in cash, plus $26 million in CKX common preferred stock. Another $25 million from CKX went to pay off Elvis Presley Enterprises. So Elvis Presley Enterprises, guys, was $25 million in debt. What is that? Seriously, guys, Elvis Presley Enterprises, $25 million in debt. Is this something to do with Priscilla? Is it? I don't know. And $6.5 million went to Priscilla Presley for use of the family name. But now this has come up a few times, guys. Priscilla Presley did sell the name Presley. She did. Part of the deal that we just had it here, right? This is the first time I've read this properly. Priscilla Presley did sell the name Presley. And I think this is 2005 for $6.5 million. So Priscilla Presley, guys, got $6.5 million from Silliman's company, Bill Silliman's company, and then was not allowed to use the Presley name. Did any of you know that, guys? And don't forget, this has come up as an issue with Bridget Cruz and her auction company, because Bridget Cruz, part of her purchase with Priscilla, part of the contracts that she signed, was that Bridget Cruz had 80%, I think, rights to use her likeness and her image and her name. But I got a feeling that the name that she was allowed to use wasn't Presley, it was Priscilla. Priscilla. So this is an issue. So the truth is, she sold that name, $6.5 million. Am I right there, guys? Please, if I'm wrong, tell me. Yeah, Linda, she sold it twice. Bridget said in her lawsuit, Priscilla feared a lawsuit from Lisa Marie. Yeah, and that was to do with the making of the film Priscilla, Sofia Coppola's film. So even though Silliman wasn't legally obligated to pay her anything since Priscilla and Elvis were divorced and the Elvis estate went to Lisa Marie, the payment will no doubt make it easier for Silliman to call up Priscilla and ask her to come to the ribbon cutting of a new Elvis property, for instance. I tell you what, guys, that sounds dodgy to me. What do you think? It says, even though, I'll read it again, even though Silliman wasn't legally obligated to pay her, this is the $6.5 million, he did still pay her. So that's a backhander, guys. Do you think that's a backhander? he still paid her. He wanted to keep her on side. So we got some kind of proof here that when Elvis Presley Enterprises was sold to Bill Silliman's company, CKX, 85% of it, we've seen the amounts, 114 million, Lisa gets 50 million, plus she gets 26 million in stock. Then they had to pay off 25 million of debt, which is just crazy. This just, to me, says terrible mismanagement by Priscilla Presley. Honestly, guys, this is just my opinion. But why are they 25 million in debt in 2005? Why? If Priscilla is at the helm, of the company, yeah, main trustee on behalf of Lisa Marie, don't forget Priscilla, when Lisa Marie turned 25, she allowed her mother, Priscilla, to carry on running the trust. So why are they 25 million in debt? It's crazy, guys. And this is why the fans are upset with Priscilla, because they feel that she squandered and wasted Lisa Marie's money in her trust. In our opinions, for entertainment purposes. The payment will no doubt make it easier for Silliman to call Priscilla up and ask her to come and cut the ribbon. Guys, that is dodgy. That is dodgy. So for its money, CKX got a 90-year lease on Graceland. Well, that's interesting. Was it a lease that you pay rent, or was it a lease that just runs out after 90 years, no rent? That's stipulating amongst the things that the premises may not be used as a massage parlor or mortuary, the manufacture, sale, or distribution of feminine hygiene products. CKX has the right to the Elvis name, image, and likeness. So CKX has the right to the Elvis's image, name, and likeness, the image, likeness, trademark, which are currently used in 100 merchandising licensing deals. So more than 100 merchandising licensing deals. CKX also gets the publishing rights to 650 songs, but owns more valuable royalty rights to only the few songs recorded after 1973. CKX also gets royalties and rights to 24 Elvis movies. CKX gets royalties and rights to 24 Elvis movies. My God, this has turned out to be quite interesting. So this is an answer to the question that we were asked further back about Lisa Marie selling Elvis Presley Enterprises. Right, I need to carry on. I have to carry on. Do you know what? This has turned out to be a much longer section than I thought. Let's have a look. We need to read some of your messages, guys. We need to read some. Otherwise, we're never going to catch up. Right, let's have a look. So, let's just have a look. Yes, Lisa. Yes, she did sell her mansion, but put the spin that she sold it to help Lisa her money problems. But the truth is, she had to pay Lisa back to avoid the lawsuit. That would show the truth, in my opinion. Okay. Bridget said that her lawsuit, Priscilla feared a lawsuit from Lisa Marie. Yeah, we've read this many times. Well, apparently Priscilla was using Lisa's money for terrible investments, and you can go to the graves for free. Yeah. Hi, Deborah. Hope you're well. Yeah, and I've heard this many times. Michael, yes, I was there in May, and for 1 hour each morning between 7:30 and 8:30, they open the gates and you can walk to the graveside for free. They legally have to do that. Thank you, Chris. Thank you. So we've cleared that up. We've cleared that. Right. What Elvis sold rights to RCA? Yes, Susan, as far as I know, in 1977, when Priscilla was demanding the second divorce settlement, the charge to be placed on Graceland, Elvis's home, because she was demanding a massive amount of money from Elvis for a second divorce settlement that she really, in my opinion, had no rights to do, because the first divorce settlement had been signed and sealed. Priscilla had to accuse Elvis of fraud, in my opinion, so that the judge would allow her to go back for a second divorce settlement. And Elvis could not afford the second divorce settlement. So the attorneys, the lawyers, came up with a plan to create a deed of trust, to put a lien, a charge on Graceland, the building, to guarantee that Priscilla gets her money. And that, in my opinion, forced Elvis, because he could not afford it, to sell his recording rights of every record he made prior to 1973, so that he could afford to pay Priscilla. This is why we're so upset. Defending Elvis Presley, Team Elvis. We are upset because we feel that the second divorce settlement forced Elvis to sell his recording rights, and at a time when he was chronically sick, in a lot of pain. And then at the same time as the Memphis Mafia book, Elvis, What Happened, was released, when the 3 Memphis Mafia members, Red West, Sonny West, Mark Hebler, betrayed Elvis. So all this was all happening in 1977, just before he died. So it's all linked, guys. It's all linked. So yes, he'd sold his recording rights prior to 1973, which is shocking. This is why we are not Priscilla fans and why we can't stand that. Well, guys, we have strong views on Priscilla, strong views. We're very upset with many of the things Priscilla has done. A lot of our views are opinions. Some of the things that we think we can't prove. So we are Elvis defenders. We're trying to get to the truth. We're trying to do our research. We're trying to find documents to prove all these things that are happening. Even this, it's not a legal document. I am reading off information that is being fed to us on social media. Yeah, so it's a funny one, guys. It's going to come up. Priscilla had something to do with the fraud case too. Prissy would have loved that money. She didn't care anything about Graceland, all the funds. Now, Sandra, this legal situation with Bridget Cruz and her associates is a massive thing. There's a lot of dirty laundry going to come out. The counter-sue by Priscilla Presley, claiming elder abuse, and that she's saying that Bridget Cruz and her associates are a bunch of con artists. It's going to get ugly. It's going to get ugly, guys, and we're going to find out stuff. We're going to find out some wrongdoing. My gut feeling is there's wrongdoing on both parts, with Priscilla and her crowd and Bridget Cruz and her associates. My gut feeling is they both have been naughty. Both have been naughty. I don't know. I'm just a fan at home giving my opinions for entertainment purposes. So Elvis couldn't afford the second cruel divorce settlement. Linda, breaks my heart. Every time we bring it up, it breaks my heart. And you want to be nice. Yeah, Jean, I understand the passion, but remember why we're trying to be respectful and nice. It's because we don't want to get in trouble with YouTube or Facebook. We have to keep YouTube and Facebook on side. So we have to voice our opinions in a respectful way, not in a hateful way, so that we don't get shut down. So so Jean, please try and understand. Yeah. So that's, even Sandra, please understand, I'm between a rock and a hard place. I'm trying to keep things floating without waking up one day and we're blocked from YouTube and Facebook. So it's we're on thin ice. We're on thin ice. Right. And Jane, I agree with you. To constantly say he's the love of my life, he's the love of my life, and all this has gone on is madness. It's madness. Agreed, Jane, but we have to be careful what we say in case Louis gets shut down for us being a hate channel. Correct. Please don't take it the wrong way, guys. I am fully an Elvis fan, 100%. I am not a Priscilla fan at all. Zero, not. But we're going to be careful. Together, as Team Elvis, we're going to get smart. Yeah? I'm looking forward to the cruise case. Yeah, I am. It's very interesting. First Amendment right. No. Sandra, I know that your comments can be quite passionate, but Sandra, I want you to know the First Amendment, when it comes to YouTube and Facebook, it is their business. Hello. We can park. Yeah, I'm going to come up here and say hello. Remember. Hello. All right, shut the door behind you. Now, when it comes to Facebook and YouTube, it is their business. It is their business. If they want to shut me down, block me, close me down, they're going to do it. So no, Sandra, we have to be smart. We have to be smart. Remember, I love defending Elvis. I love us meeting up every day, debating, researching, all the different topics that we have, defending Elvis. I love it. But for it to carry on, we are going to be careful how we say things. And I'll be honest with you, I don't have a choice. And Vibex, you've been saying it as well. Vibex has been giving great advice to people. Great advice. And that we have to do things in a professional way. In a way that is palatable. That is not going to cause a rift. We have to be careful. So, guys, you need to trust me. Trust me. I am 100% there to defend Elvis with Team Elvis. 100%. There's not even 1 ounce of doubt. Trust me, I know what I'm doing. So why is it okay for Priscilla saying horrible things about Elvis and making up lies? They won't do anything about her. Pat, I understand that, but that doesn't change where we are. Because if other people are saying hurtful things about Elvis, what Facebook and YouTube decide to do to them is their business. I have to protect our channel, defending Elvis Presley, our movement. Dad, I can easily carry a hammer. I know you can. Be careful. Right, be careful with that hammer, because obviously, where's Mum? Rora. Right, come and show how beautiful you look. Don't let him touch that hammer, Rora. Right, climb up here. Right, climb up. Right. Look at the camera there. I know we're on the laptop, but look here. They're going to the park. I'm going to meet them soon. Oh, look how pretty. Look at your clothes. You look so smart. Right, you get down. I'll get him. I'm going to drink my coffee. Talia. So they're going to the park. They got their cousin here today. Right. Tino. Right, here. Now they're going to the park. Right, let's have a look. There we go. Here. Say, hi, Team Elvis. Team Elvis. Yeah, so I know you're looking here, but you have to look here. Say, Tino, do you look like Elvis? Uh-huh. Do you look like Elvis? Who is the best singer in the world? No boy. Elvis. All right, cuddle goodbye, and then go and have fun with. Go and have fun with your cousin, yeah. Whee! Can you shut the door behind you? No. I'm going to join them soon. All right, where are we? Yeah, thank you, Jean. She does, doesn't she? I would. I'll be there. I'll drive over and see you soon. I would truly miss all of you. Unfortunately, she can't say anything as truth because she was there. The fans rely on research. Yeah, I love this channel. I don't want to lose it. Colleen, Patricia, Jean, all of you guys, trust. You have to trust me. You have to trust me. When I'm posting these videos, saying, we can't hate, we can't be hateful. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. Now, for us to carry on, if we toe the line, trust me, we will help Elvis. We will defend Elvis and we will defend Lisa Marie. We'll do it for years and we'll grow. So, yeah, no one likes being told what to do, how to speak, what to say. No one likes it. We get defensive, don't we? We want to jump up and disagree, but it's called survival. Survival. We are going to survive this. Yeah. Remember, I've already told you that I've had some small warnings. So let's be careful, guys. Trust me. Okay. I refuse to let the myths grow or grow. We can do our bashing on Messenger. Okay, yeah. Same, I would be sad if it's changed my life. Oh, thanks, Jane. But look, it doesn't. I'm not saying don't have opinions. We are allowed to voice our opinions. You have, guys, voice your opinions, but we'll do it in a way that's not hateful. Come on, there's a difference between saying, this is my opinion, that is my opinion. I disagree with this, I disagree with that, than saying nasty, horrible words. As soon as we start name calling, yeah, it's game over. It's game over. We cannot name call. We can give opinions. We can even break down our opinions and say why we feel the way we do. As soon as we're calling them names, it's over. It's over. So trust me. You must trust me. What if we say, yeah, no, that's Linda. It's okay, in my opinion, but no name calling. Yeah. Deborah, correct. Come on, we are a family. We're a growing family. We're more than just a YouTube channel. We are a movement, but we're even more than that. We're even more than a movement, more than a YouTube channel and a Facebook page. We have now become one thing. We are Team Elvis. We are Elvis defenders. Yeah. And we are a small family coming together that have got to know each other. Yeah. We enjoy each other's company. So it's not just Louis defending Elvis anymore. It's more than that. Yeah. Thanks, Sandra. Thanks, Sandra. Kelly Dan, correct. Kelly, they've got a lot of power. So let's not play into their hands. Come on, when I talk about this, I do get a bit of a backlash. I do, but I don't have a choice. Yes, in agreement. Tonya, we are agreed. The master plan. Good. And I trust you guys. Okay, so it's right, we're coming up to an hour, so I'm gonna have to go. I need to cook some dinner anyway, but I will come back. I'll be honest with you, there's a lot more to read here. I didn't even get to do the Scientology stuff. We're going to have to do that another day. So I'm going to have to go. Dinner time. So, yeah, Colleen, you don't have to bite your tongues. Please do give me your opinions. Please, we are going to debate. Yeah. Please tell me your research. Yeah. If you find documents or pictures or videos, please share them, but no name calling. Yeah. Oh, it's okay, Kelly Dan. Of course, we're all family. Oh, well then, Chris. Come on. Ultimately, we're going to defend Elvis. I think We are the original Defending Elvis channel. I really believe that. I think our channel is different than everyone else's. Yeah? Because we got Team Elvis. We are Elvis Defenders. We started from nothing. Let's face it, 3 months ago, we didn't even exist. So we got a lot to be proud of. We've achieved a lot in a short space of time. Yeah? And I think we're unique. Yeah? We've got something special. So let's protect it. Let's protect it together. Team Elvis, taking care of business. You got Louis at home in his lounge or his kitchen with his kids and dogs screaming. We are unique. Defending Elvis Presley. That is what we are. And then our motto is, fans want the truth. That's our motto. Anyway, I'm going to come back. I'll be back. See you guys. I'm going to say goodbye to all of you. So we've got, there's 27 of you watching. Please subscribe. Please become members. It means a lot to me that you become members. And have a great day. And I'll be back later for more. A big shout to all of you, Pat and Lorna and Linda and Tonya and Sandra and Chris and Kelly Dan and Deborah. Let's just make sure Susan, Colleen, Jane, Jean. Let's have a look. I think I've covered most of you. Please subscribe, guys. There's a lot of you don't subscribe. Jane, like there's 30 of you watching, but there's only 10 of you messaging. So come on, guys, join in. Become part of Team Elvis. Join in. Have a chat with us. You're very welcome. Very welcome. So goodbye, everyone. Have I missed anyone? No, that's everyone. Oh, Vibex. Vibex, thank you so much. Vibex, I love your comments. Let's just see. Linda, have I missed anyone? If I have missed anyone, I'm very sorry. Deborah, all of you. Love to all of you. Love to all of you. And I will be back. I will be back, guys. You take care. I'll give you a wave. I'm going to go cook some dinner.